So I thought, in honor of our 5-year anniversary, rock on, uh, and in light of the topic this week, which is the awakening factor of energy, I'd like to talk about the incredible energetic support that we give each other. It's the best, really, to sit in good company. We're social creatures, and it's in connection and in community that we start to feel into the energetic field that we create together, for better and for worse, I might add. Right? Our greatest survival tool is not our ability to outrun our predators. It's our affiliative nature. It's our ability to bond with each other and make relationships. Connecting with each other is what ensures our safety and our well-being. The Greek philosopher Epictetus said, "Be careful whom you associate with." It is human to imitate the habits of those with whom we interact. We inadvertently adopt their interests and their opinions and their values and their habit of interpreting events. So it's a good idea to associate with people who are deliberately growing their hearts. It's in the presence of people who are interested in growing their hearts that it pulls for our better selves. Now, some of you know I've spoken of this before. I love going on retreat. I do. But I especially love going on a monastic retreat. And Bill and I are going on our own personal retreat in June with our teacher, our heart teacher, Ajahn Suchito, I might add. But you know what yes, monastic retreats are more rigorous. You know, you're up at 4:30 in the morning, you're meditating by 5, it's sit walk all day long. But the joy is seeing all of us lay folk, you know, raise the bar of our own behavior, rise to the occasion, and really live out in you know, our aspirations for ourselves, you know, be our better selves. And Ajahn Suchito calls this a bright kind of energy, a bright energy. I love thinking about that. Isn't it so? We know the energy that feels brightening. And when we're in a group, like on retreat like that, and when I'm sitting with other people in that way, well, you know, and there's more a sense of caring and caring about. Well, it's funny how good things just kind of like popcorn start to pop, start to happen, you know. You know, once I literally came out of the meditation hall and every pair of shoes had a piece of chocolate in it, a chocolate kiss. You know, and that just is a someone, and there's no like, I did this was me. It was gratitude and joy and appreciation and may you be well. Right? And so much is said, like, if you're having a hard time, just imagine what it's like. You're having a hard time, difficult sit, hard day, right? And then some little something, someone offers you a chocolate, so to speak. Right? Doesn't that just like, it's like it breaks through the clouds. And for a moment, we really see and can sup the joy of that. That's what being in community does. That's what's possible. Those kind of moments, and they're precious. Often the Dana boxes, there's a place for Dana food. So someone's leaving and they have extra coffee or whatnot, and they leave it for other people, right? And if they know it's something really special and it's going to be an item that everyone's going to want, they put on a sticker that says "for all." Dana for all. In other words, let's not just take that little thing and make it ours. But no, that's going to be for everybody because we all are going to want that. So this is what happens in the spirit of other people that are really sort of honestly trying to grow their hearts, and it feels good. It feels good. And none of us, by the way, we're not saying a word to each other. Not a word. And yet that field of goodwill is palpable. That's pretty far out as far as I'm concerned. So despite, these perhaps sometimes lonely or grim images of a meditator in solitude, depriving, that kind of, actually, no. It's about community. It's about, and the Buddha was very clear. It was the third jewel, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, the third jewel. Why the third jewel? Because when we're in good company, well, we become each other's best of companions. We are a friend and mentor, teacher, student, forgiver, offer, receiver. This is what we do. We're social creatures. And we really do want to be in connection, but it is important to know the kind of connection that is growing our hearts and not depleting us, and feel for that balance so we don't wear ourselves out, especially in hard times. So when I think about the origins of this group, which for those of you who may not know, it began during the pandemic, I think March 26th, if my recollection is, if I'm accurate there, of 2020. And those, we had no idea, those are very unstable times. And for many of us, very disorienting. What we had known was now, it was all very foreign to us. And we needed to feel this. And I would suggest to all of you that we're at that place yet again, or maybe still. And the encouragement that we need each other. And we need to, it's important that we be around others who feed our hearts good food of non-harm and goodwill. There's a lot of other energy coming at us too. We need to feed our hearts good food in order to hold all of what is coming at us, and learn how to field it well. So to me, this is the kind of energy that's going to really help us. Before I asked you to kind of look around the screen, and I'm going to ask you to do it one more time right now. And just listen as I just look around the screen at everybody, and just listen to let the words be in the background. But this is what the energy field is like, and within it we see familiar faces and we see new ones. we feel into the energy that we're really here to uplift our hearts, and that everyone here on the screen is interested in some way in developing their own heart. And what a lovely thing to be in such good company. The word in Pali is Kalyanamitta. It means spiritual friend. That's how it's normally translated. But actually, the word Kalyana means lovely or beautiful. And Mitta means friend. Beautiful, lovely friends are those who encourage us to let go of ill will and bring about goodwill. These are the friends that the Buddha and your parents wanted you to hang out with. These are the people who inspire, who encourage, and who support our growth and well-being. Relax, settle back again. Just take a breath and just settle back and finish up. When we gather together in the solidarity of cultivating the heart, collectively, Sangha has power. There is power in numbers. And we can draw on this collective energy to support us when we're having a hard time. So just imagine, if you will, on a, every ordinary day, and you're having a hard time sitting because something's going on. And it's hard for you to sit still, and it's hard for you to stay present. And you keep wanting to, just get away from whatever it is. Just take a breath, and in your mind's eye, imagine all of us sitting here. Imagine the Sangha sitting with you so that you can ride the bumpy ride of the emotions that you're feeling until they settle. They'll pass. And I really do think it's a good thing to play with and we'll do this in our meditation today too. When we have the opportunity of a real Sangha sitting before our very eyes, it's good to play with it, to sometimes periodically open the eyes. Everybody else is just meditating, doing their thing, and we periodically open the eyes, and we let the gaze rest upon the whole group, who's ever before you. And just settle back and just breathe, knowing that they're doing their own work. They're having their own experience out there, just like you're having your experience here. And just let that whole energy field hold you while you sit there and breathe, and just drink that in. Let the whole organism drink that in. Because this is what we need when times are hard. We need to be drinking deeply of what is before us, of what is available to us, and make much of that. Make much of that good energy so that we feel restored, refreshed, a little more recovered, a little more balanced. It's for your well-being that we do this, and for the well-being of all the people we encounter in the day. That we remember that we belong to what Martin Luther King called the beloved community. We belong to a beloved community. And it's nice to feel like we have good company along the way. All right, everyone, I'll end there.